Guys, this is Dr. Mike. Today I want to talk a little bit about the power of positivity. Many times we look at the idea of positivity or positive psychology as a joke or a sham, but the reality is it's not a joke. The reality is it's actually something that is quite important and you need to sit down and pay attention to. See, your mind is driven towards the idea of negative bias. It means that your wiring is always focused on things that are negative. And because of that, it's very important for you to learn to redirect your mind by refocusing your thoughts. And you can do that by being mindfully aware of what you're thinking. Now, what does that mean? Well, it means that what you have to begin to do is identify the types of thoughts that you have on a daily basis. For instance, you might constantly be thinking about things that are going to go wrong in your life. Now, things do happen, but why is it that you laser focus on that one thing in your day that went wrong when you've got 50 things that went right? You got up this morning without any pain, or maybe you were able to breathe. I mean, you've got so many things that you can be blessed with. So why do we focus on the things that are negative? Well, it's because you are basically designed and driven towards things that are negative. That's what we identify, that's what we see. And I think that has a lot to do with the fact that we're focused on being wired for survival. So our natural instinct is to notice things that are wrong in our environment. But the reality is that goes against us when we're trying to achieve goals and dreams in our life. So in order to address that, you have to combat that with positive affirmations, and you have to begin by getting up in the morning and working on a thought journal. So a thought journal is a way for you to count your blessings in the morning. So maybe you have 3 or 4, but the bottom line is when you begin to put things in perspective and you begin to going through a daily ritual of assessing what you're blessed for. It could be the simplest thing. It rewires your brain and helps you to begin to focus on what you can achieve as opposed to focusing on the things that you cannot control. Now, I would suggest that you identify triggers that create these negative moments because typically there's something someone says, something someone does, they all intertwine to create these triggers. And from that trigger, it creates an emotion, and from that emotion, you have a certain reaction to a situation. The goal is to develop internal control. That's where your strength lies. So focus on beginning your day by preparing yourself mentally to see only things from a positive vantage point.